Hello everyone, in this chapter we are going to discuss what is functions in Python. Stored and used steps. We call these reusable piece of code as functions. Whenever we want to do something that we are going to do again, we just define that function one time and then after that call that function again and again. Thereby we'll save a lot of memory. Python functions. There are two kind of functions in Python: built-in functions that are provided as a part of Python, example print, input type, float, int. Functions that we define ourselves and then use. We treat the built-in function names as new reserved word, that is, we avoid them as variable names. Function definition. In Python, a function is some reusable code that takes arguments as input and does some computation and then returns a result or results. We define a function using a def reserved word, and we call the function by using the function name with a parenthesis and arguments in an expression. Suppose big is a variable name which has a value assigned with the calling of function max hello world. Max function is a function is some stored code that we use. A function takes some input and produces its output. Suppose we have assigned max and provided it a value of hello, and now we are going to print big. Now what is going to happen here is maximum of hello world is the maximum letter that is going to present in the hello world, that is w. So w is going to give the output. Type conversion. When you put an integer and floating point in an expression, the integer is implicitly converted into a float. As we discussed in the last classes, you can control this with the built-in functions, which is int and float. String conversion. You can also use int and float to convert between strings and integer, but you will get error if the string does not contain numeric characters. A function of your own, so we'll dive into that later. So this was all for this course.